What is the meaning behind this?
Just doing a video, bro. Calm down. Okay.
It's okay.
So check
Take
this
it
out.
slow.
This video is more or less just gonna be me talking about like basic thoughts and things I think should be implemented into the game or should have been since launch anyways. And it's more or less like a balance issue for me. And let me get into what I'm saying. Alright. Let's start off with the Dekus. I'm always going to be an avid supporter with this game. Basically saying that shoot style and before style are pretty OP. Let's just go ahead and put that out there.
Gotta let it go.
Not saying they're the only ones, but I mean they're pretty crazy. But okay, this is basically where I wish some things with this game were more on the nose, I guess. And that being, why is this particular character, Full Power Deku, not dying the entire time he's in a match or doing actions or anything on screen? Because in the anime, he has Eri on his back, which is reversing time for him so he can use that ability, right? Why is he in the game / he doesn't have these effects? But then, take for an example, you have Danky here that will fry out if he uses his quirk too much.
Aren't you overthinking it?
Okay, there's a downfall to what he does, like same thing that's in the anime, right? So there's some actual continuity that's put here. And my thing is this, basically for certain characters. Okay, I've taken a shine to Todoroki. I've, like I said in other videos, thought about making him my main. Okay, take for an example, if you have a player that's sitting here and spamming his ice, why is this person not eventually slowed down because they're using the ice too much? Or say if they're using the fire quirk of the character too much, they don't take any kind of burn damage themselves, which you would think would be something that would happen. Same thing with like Endeavor. If he uses his quirk too much, he would, catch damage at some point. Now that would be a little hard to do with him in particular, because I mean that's pretty much most of what he does, except for like his basic ground attacks. Okay, All Might. Let's say a period of time after the match begins. All Might receives damage of some kind, or periodic damage of some sort, because in the series he was stated to have an injury that limited his time. You could have sat here and done the same thing you did with Fat Gum and give All Might here a secondary form that was a skinny form. Yes, it would be shit, but like consistency is what basically I'm bitching about right now. Okay? You could have added like some kind of shitty form as like some kind of actual like thing, and instead we have Fat Gum being the only character in the game that transforms. I don't really think you can count Tetsu Tetsu's bullshit because he just changes colors.
My hot iron's gonna cool off.
Shinso's obviously gonna be
Think you've ever
nerfed
been brainwashed?
and changed a little bit. Because he's just genuinely too OP, and some of the shit about him is broken. Like I was playing All For One the other day and actually was fighting a Shinso or something, and there was a Shinso on the field, and the dome popped up, the mind control dome, and All For One had said something and nothing had happened to me. But I mean, I get it, he's broken. And he just came out, so there's going to be probably bugs with his character. Okay, let's move on here a little bit. Mei, I don't really understand why she was put in this game, because she didn't really do a lot in the anime or manga. I'm not sure about the manga too much. because I haven't followed it as strictly as I did the anime. But she doesn't fight that much, so it kind of didn't make any sense for me to see her on the roster here. Who else? Who else we think? Okay. Main boy right here, Bakugo. After you use his quirk to where he
Quit
blows
messing
shit up
around.
consistently in a match, why does he not take any kind of like damage of any kind of sort? Or maybe make it to where they can't constantly spam it. Huh? Now. I don't remember if there was like what the fallback was to
How annoying.
Overhaul's quirk was, but I'm pretty sure there was one. Like there was something that like made it if he did it too much he would die or some shit. I don't know. This little princess.
No need to hurry, okay?
She needs to have a lot of shit changed in my opinion. Because okay, one, some of the stuns she does that puts you in the air last way too long. Way too long. Second, the move she has to where she picks up a pillar of concrete and starts swinging around, that bounces shit back to people. Like, I've seen plenty of times where his
You
fire
tell
spear
me.
would be bounce back endeavors. And same thing with Todoroki's flames. The pillar that she throws around can
Doesn't
bounce
match,
that
huh?
back. Does that not sound stupid to anybody else? A concrete pillar bouncing back flames. That too. Also, the video that I came in and I bitched about Just Guarding for, I've seen people, and specifically her, I've seen people Just Guard Todoroki's flames with her. How
Doesn't match.
how would you block fire like that? I don't get it. Kirishima to me is
Hesitating
a
isn't
little
manly.
too high up on a tier list if you ask me, because one, he has aerial combos, which, you know, that's what I call them, because most of the time whenever you fight a person that knows what they're doing with a Kirishima online, they're mainly keeping you in the air, or at least from my experiences they are. And to me it doesn't make any sense, because he doesn't do anything in the air in the anime as far as I remember, and in the manga I'm pretty sure that's the case as well. Yeah, like, it seems weird. Same thing with Dami. Dabi's a shit ass character, but
Not sure, huh? Go ahead and do
like
it.
to really like do it justice, you would have to like give him some kind of like fallback to where he would take burn damage as well. I mean, for God's sakes, half of his body is burned. Does it not make sense? This is what we were told in the anime. And he uses it too much, he gets burned. That's what I mean. Look at him. And I like Dabi. I like Dabi as a character. I think he's pretty fucking cool, but in the game he's ass. I mean, to really play him effectively, you have to be away from people like spamming them with the flames. But I mean, maybe, you know, in the future we'll get a Dabi that's better. Maybe the one with the white hair. I've kind of been wanting that, like a Dabi with white hair. You know what I'm saying? Like a more powered up, you know, badass Dabi. That'd be cool to see. My boy here. My boy.
I see.
For him, I would sit here and say he needs to also get some kind of fallback. I mean, if we're going, like, I'm pretty sure in the anime he had some kind of like thing like All Might's did. Like, if he worked his quirk up too much, his body wouldn't be able to handle it or some bullshit. I don't know. Same thing. But the only thing I can say about him, like video game play wise, is he, like, his animations need to be sped up. Because, I mean, he's very slow. Like, just what he does on screen is very slow, and I've played this character a shitload. As far as I know, I'm still, as I remember right, 16th with this guy. And yeah, 16th. Yeah, well, with this character, it can be quite the haul. But being like, okay, that's just like Shiggy's Shiggy. I can't remember if Shiggy had like a downside to his quirk or not. I'm pretty fucking sure he did. I mean, obviously that was stated in the series by like everybody that all these quirks had fallbacks. I mean, I'm pretty sure I've seen it in somewhere that...
What is the meaning behind this?
Just doing a video, bro. Calm down. But I'm pretty sure somewhere in the continuity, or not in the continuity, what the fuck am I talking about? Somewhere in the show and manga, like when he overdoes his motors, like he can't really move. I'm fairly certain in the game there's something like that implemented. I can't quite remember like exactly. I haven't fought a lot of Idas online. Mineta needs to like have some shit done to him. Like,
Still haven't done it? Hurry up and do it!
like the entire anime, you're told this character is ass. Like he never has anything done that's of like great importance on screen or on page, but he's pretty good in this game. That was shockingly good, actually. He's okay. The only thing that gets
Don't rush
you
or
know,
you'll hurt yourself.
gets me is like it's a pain in the ass to fight these guys online. I use this character, I don't, but to fight the Shadow and him is pretty bad. But to see, like, he's not, I wouldn't say overpowered, because again, the actual character that you're basically playing with is a puppet user. Excuse me. And basically, it's just to get around the Shadow is a little bit of a pain in the ass, especially when the person knows what they're doing. And I've like had my ass beat by people that play this character like plenty of times. See, Eraserhead, I don't know how you
Hurry
would
up
give him
and
the
decide.
fallback that he has in the show. Like, I will say that would be a little tricky to do, because basically he can't open his fucking eyes or, you know, do anything like that a lot. I guess that was his fallback. I can't remember. Like, he slept a lot. But yeah, basically that's kind of the shtick for that. And just a few other weird things that need to be fixed, such as, like, okay, take for an example, Mr. Impress. He's not a great character, really.
You must not get flustered.
That's not going without saying that there are people online that can really do good with him, that have played the character very extensively. But there's this weird thing that he does, and in his combos, he throws his cane out in front of him, and I think it's mainly his aerial combo that even if he throws the cane out and he's in that motion and you like somehow get up behind him directly, you'll still get hit, even though like there's nothing hitting you. I've seen that happen many a time to me online, and that gets annoying. But Gran Torino is pretty good. Like,
That's
he's
mean.
just a little tricky to, yeah. he's pretty good, but he's a little tricky to learn online because he's a little bit more of a technical character. At least that's the way he seems to me. But yeah, I mean, other than that, there's a good many things that can be worked on. Other than that, I can't really like think of anything else. So, yeah.